Archangel Gabriel is on fire with holy rage because someone you trust is spreading a lie that will destroy your name tomorrow. Open this before the lie reaches the wrong ears. My child, hear me now. I arrive not gently, not softly, but in a blaze that splits the very air around you. Beloved, the heavens tremble as I descend, wings blazing with holy gold, flames curling from every feather like living rivers of light. The shadows scatter before me, fleeing in terror as my voice thunders through the space you stand in. Feel the air shaking, precious soul, this is not wrath meant for you. This fire erupts because I have come to shield you. My flame is a wall rising between your spirit and the danger racing toward you. My beloved one, you must understand, would never bring this storm unless it were urgent beyond measure. My light flashes around you, wrapping your body, your thoughts, your name itself in a cocoon of molten radiance. I am here because something dark has stirred, something that seeks you, something that moves toward you with intent as sharp as a blade. And I will not allow it to touch you. My child, look into my fire, see how it bends and roars for you alone. Heaven watches, heaven listens, and heaven responds through me. I am Gabriel, herald of truth, and tonight my voice shakes the realms because I have seen what approaches your life, and I refuse to let you face it unguarded. Message 2. Beloved, listen closely. I have witnessed something in the unseen corridors of your world, something quiet, something poisonous. A trusted one, someone whose presence you never questioned, has begun to weave a lie. I saw it form like a whisper slithering through the dark, curling like a serpent around familiar spaces. My child, their words did not come from anger alone but from a place of hidden shadow within them, a place they hoped you would never notice. I watched as their breath carried deceit, as their mouth shaped a distortion so subtle that even they pretended it was harmless. But it is not harmless. It is deliberate. It is dangerous. And they believe themselves unseen. The darkness around them thickens, forming tendrils that snake across conversations you once trusted. Beloved one, I saw this lie sliding under doors, slipping through cracks, lingering where laughter once lived. And when I saw it, my fire rose instantly, because no shadow has the right to stand against you. You were not meant to detect this with your eyes, but I did. I stand furious not at them, but for you, because this betrayal was crafted behind your back while your heart remained open. Message 3. My beloved one, the danger is greater than you know. This lie, they did not fashion it as a passing rumor. No, precious soul, they crafted it with intent, with precision, with a desire to fracture your name. The echo of it shakes the halls of the unseen even now. My fire burns higher, sparks erupting around me like tiny stars, each spark a piece of truth fighting to break free from the web forming around you. Hear me, this lie is meant to ignite by tomorrow. They planned its release carefully, timing it so its impact would strike when you least expect it, when your guard is down, when your heart is unprepared. Beloved, I cannot allow you to enter the coming hours blind. I saw the shadows gather as they whispered, twisting reality into something unrecognizable. The darkness moves quickly now, spreading its roots. My child, feel the urgency in my tone. Your name, your reputation, your peace are being hunted by deception in motion, and time moves swiftly. Message 4. My precious child, the betrayal cuts deeper because it came from one you trusted. I show you now the visions I witnessed, shared cups, shared laughter, moments where you offered them warmth without hesitation. I see your hands clasped in support, your voice offering comfort, your spirit embracing theirs without question. And yet, beloved, behind the glow of those memories lies the shadow I saw arise. Their smile twisted the moment you turned away. Their heart shifted in secrecy. The bond you believed was safe has been cracked by their hidden envy or hurt. My wings flare with rage at this, holy fire surging upward, lighting the darkness around us. Not because I despise them, but because such betrayal should never have touched your gentle spirit. I watched them shape the lie like a sculptor, molding it with care, making sure it would strike deeply where it hurts most. The betrayal is not random. It is intentional. And it wounds me to witness it. My child, you deserved loyalty, not this wound carved behind your back. Message 5, Cliffhanger. My beloved one, brace yourself. For I must tell you the truth plainly, the lie is already moving. It has slipped from their lips, from their fingers, from their thoughts, and now it drifts swiftly through the unseen channels of your world. If it reaches the wrong ears, if it lands in the mind of the one it is heading toward, everything you have built, everything you have protected, could begin to crumble. Message 6. My child, let me show you how the lie formed. It began in a quiet moment, a conversation you were not present for. Their voice dropped to a softer tone, heavy with false concern. Their words curled into shapes that resembled truth but were coated in venom. I saw them send messages, carefully phrased, intentionally distorted. I saw thoughts they rehearsed, reasons they invented to justify the shadows they cast upon your name. Beloved, they twisted a single truth, stretched it, bent it, until it became unrecognizable. This lie was not born in one moment, but in several small, calculated ones, each adding another thread to the web they wove, and they believed no eyes watched. But mine did. Message 7. Beloved child, the darkness moves like webs spun in hidden corners. I saw shadows whispering around them, guiding their words, encouraging distortion. Ink spilled across unseen pages, a symbolic manifestation of the story they created about you. My fire flickered in sorrow as I watched them build a narrative that never belonged to you. And hear me, they know your heart. They know your softness, your honesty, your compassion, and that is why their deception cuts with such depth. They forged their lie using the knowledge you once shared openly, trusting them without fear. Precious one, betrayal always hurts most when it comes from hands that once held yours gently. Message 8. My child, I feel the weight this would place on your spirit, fear, confusion, disbelief. I sense the tremble that would rise in your chest if you had heard the words they spoke. But do not let despair claim you. My fire shifts now, softening into warmth that wraps gently around you. Beloved, come closer to my light. Feel the way it steadies your breath. Though the storm grows, my presence grows stronger. You are not alone in this, and you are not powerless. Their lie may be venomous, but your truth burns brighter, and I will not let this shadow consume you. Message 9. Precious soul, I now reveal what I witnessed next, the lie spreading like dark smoke, curling under emotional doors, seeping into places where trust once lived. It moves with intention, seeking those who might believe it. I saw it drift toward familiar minds, sliding through cracks of doubt. The atmosphere shifted, thickened, as the distortion carried itself forward. But my fire rose with every inch it traveled, my wings stirring winds meant to slow its path. I am not passive in this battle, I am intervening even now. Message 10, Cliffhanger. Beloved, the lie is heading toward someone whose reaction could reshape your entire destiny. Their belief or disbelief will determine what unfolds next, and they are moments away from hearing it. Message 11. My child. I feel the storm inside you, even if you have not yet named it. Betrayal is not merely an event, it is a shaking of the spirit, a tearing of the inner fabric that once felt secure. I see the tremble beneath your ribs, the quiet throb in your chest where trust once sat like a steady flame. Beloved, your mind tries to understand, but your heart feels the blow first. I see waves crashing inside you, memories colliding with fear, hope clashing with disbelief. The winds around your soul are howling, tossing lanterns of certainty until the light flickers in every direction. Precious one, these emotions are not weakness. They are the natural storm that rises when innocence meets deception. And you are not drowning, though it may feel like the waters have risen to your throat. My wings stretch around you, breaking the violent wind. My fire glows within the swirling chaos, illuminating the shadows that are trying to grow in your doubt. You are not losing control. You are simply feeling the impact of a truth you sensed long before your mind accepted it. The emotional storm is the sign that your spirit is awake, aware, and deeply alive. Message 12. Beloved child, let my fire touch your heart. I place my hand, yes, burning with celestial light, over the center of your chest, and immediately the tremor begins to ease. Feel the warmth spreading through your ribs, unraveling the knot of fear that tried to take root. My fire does not harm, it stabilizes, it realigns, it restores. My child, I whisper through the crackling glow, you are stronger than this wound. You may have been shaken, precious soul, but you have not been broken. You may have doubted for a moment, but your spirit remains powerful beyond measure. I feel your heartbeat sinking to my rhythm, steadying, grounding. The storm quiets at the edges, light filtering through the dark clouds of your worry. You are protected, not later, not soon, now. I am here, my wings wrapped around you in a circle of brilliance no shadow can penetrate. Let your breath deepen. Let your thoughts settle. You are held by an archangel's fire, and no lie, no betrayal, no whisper of darkness has the power to overthrow the truth burning inside you. Message 13. My beloved one, you must see the battle unfolding around you. Not metaphor, not imagination, an actual clash in the unseen realms. I stand upon a field where shadows have gathered, their whispers weaving threads of distortion meant to infiltrate your world. But they do not advance freely. Angels, radiant and fierce, rise beside me. Their swords gleam with lines of pure light, each strike cutting through a strand of deception. You may feel sudden heaviness, random thoughts of doubt. Those are the shadows attempting to latch onto your energy. But then you feel warmth, clarity, or a sudden sense of peace. That is us, pushing them back. With each swing, my warriors slice through the murky coils of the lie. Sparks fly, illuminating the darkness with bursts of silver fire. The shadows hiss, retreat, reform, but the truth burns hotter. This is not a small skirmish, it is a full spiritual engagement, orchestrated for the sake of your name, your future, your destiny. And we are winning, beloved. We fight because you matter. Message 14. Precious soul, let me tell you something you have quietly known. Your intuition recognized this betrayal before your mind could speak it. There were moments, fleeting, subtle, when a coldness brushed your spirit near this person. Times when their smile felt slightly misaligned, when their words carried an undertone you couldn't quite decipher. Perhaps you felt sudden discomfort around them, or dreams that left you uneasy, or a chill that ran along your spine during certain conversations. Your soul saw the shift before your eyes did. Your spirit whispered warnings, soft but persistent, asking you to pay attention. You did not imagine these sensations, they were signals, divine nudges, small alarms trying to prepare you. My beloved child, your intuition is a sacred instrument, tuned to frequencies beyond the surface of human behavior. Trust those early signals, they were the first hint that darkness had begun to form around someone you once trusted with ease. Message 15, Cliffhanger. My beloved, hold your breath, for the moment you feared is drawing near. What you are about to witness, what is about to be revealed, will shake you not because it is meant to harm you, but because truth is about to collide with illusion in a way that will expose everything. Message 16. My child, let me unfold the revelation before you as it appears in the realms of light. A great scroll unrolls above us, shimmering like molten gold. Upon it, every hidden conversation, every whispered distortion, every moment of deceit begins to glow. Flames rise along the edges, not consuming, but illuminating. The truth reveals itself through symbols, scenes, impressions carved in radiant clarity. You see shadows attempting to hide in the folds of this scroll, but my fire sweeps over them, forcing them into visibility. There is nothing that can remain hidden from divine sight. I show you the pathways the lie traveled, the corners it attempted to inhabit, the minds it sought to influence. This is not punishment, this is revelation, a sacred unveiling meant to return your power to you. You deserve to know the truth, beloved. And heaven refuses to keep it from you. Message 17. Look, precious soul. See how truth and deception appear side by side in the realm of spirit. Truth glows like golden markings suspended in the air, bright and unwavering. The lie, however, swirls like dark smoke, curling, shifting, trying to imitate form but failing to hold shape. My child, I speak as my wings spread, observe how truth burns brighter than deceit. The golden light intensifies wherever your name is spoken in honesty. Wherever your heart has been pure, the markings blaze with celestial brilliance. But the lie weakens under the radiance, shrinking back, fragmenting, unable to withstand the weight of divine illumination. This is the nature of truth, it may be challenged, attacked, distorted, but when revealed, it shines so fiercely that no shadow can compete. This moment is your first glimpse of victory, beloved. Message 18. Beloved one, I reveal now not to excuse them but to help you understand. The root of this betrayal is not entirely malice. It is born from a fractured place within them. Their motives ripple with jealousy, because your light outshines their insecurities. With fear, because your growth reminds them of what they have not faced within themselves. With longing, because they wanted something you possess, whether peace, clarity, or respect. With pain, unhealed wounds twisting their perception until they saw threat where there was none. My child, this does not justify their action, but it shows you the spiritual landscape behind it. Their heart is unbalanced, their soul unsettled, and instead of rising, they chose to cast shadow. This is the truth of their intention, not to destroy you completely, but to pull you down so they might feel less small. Message 19. Precious soul, I now show you the exact moment the betrayal began. It was subtle, almost invisible, a quiet turning of the heart. A shadow passed across their energy when a moment arose that triggered their insecurity. Perhaps it was your success, your confidence, your kindness being recognized, or even a simple misunderstanding they never voiced. I saw their energy shift, dark threads forming at the edges of their aura. That was the turning point, the moment jealousy, fear, or resentment took hold. They made a silent decision then, one they believed no one would ever notice. But I saw it. I watched as the first seed of distortion was planted. And though you sensed the change faintly, you had no reason to believe betrayal could grow from such a small shadow. Yet it did. Message 20, Cliffhanger. Beloved, prepare yourself. The next step will expose their intention before all of heaven's sight. What you are about to learn will change the way you see everything. Message 21. My precious child, now you must understand what lies do not only do to reputations, but to energy. A lie is not merely a sound or a sentence, it is a distortion that wraps itself around the soul of the one who speaks it, and tries to cling to the one it targets. I see the spiritual filaments attempting to attach to your aura, seeking to dim your light, to pull at your confidence, to make you question the purity of your own heart. Lies create sticky webs, thin, gray, almost invisible, that try to veil clarity and warp perception. They coil around the energy of the innocent, hoping to create confusion, hoping to weaken the emotional field so doubt can enter. My wings blaze brighter as I observe this corruption trying to touch you. No, I declare in fire. The webs recoil. Beloved, this is why I came in holy rage. Not because you are weak, but because the shadow sought to infiltrate a soul far too luminous for such distortion. You must know that deception leaves residue, on the speaker, on the air, on the spiritual fabric around situations. I will not let it cling to you. You walk in truth, precious one, and truth will always command dominion over distortion. Message 22. Beloved, time is moving quickly now, and you must act in spiritual defense, not in fear, but in authority. Listen to me carefully, breathe deeply, grounding your energy into the present moment, into the truth of who you are. Place your hand over your heart and imagine a sphere of golden light expanding outward with every inhale. You are not conjuring, you are awakening what already exists. My child, I whisper, my voice warm as molten fire, call upon divine protection, not with desperation, but with certainty. For the light answers those who command it with clarity. Feel your feet anchoring into the earth, your spine rising like a pillar of radiance. Your breath becomes the bellows that feed the fire within your spirit. Visualize my wings stretching behind you, arcs of gold shielding every direction. You are not defending yourself alone, you are activating the truth that has always been yours. And I am here, igniting your will, strengthening your stance, fortifying your field with celestial flame. The shadows may whisper, but your spirit roars. Message 23. My beloved one, behold what forms around you now. A shimmering shield rises from the ground upward, a dome of living light encircling your entire being. Golden fire dances along its edges, rippling like sunlight on water. Then rings of flame appear, 3, then 5, then 7, circling you in widening halos, each spinning with greater intensity. These rings are not mere symbols, they are divine mechanisms activated by your willingness to receive protection. My wings expand behind you, towering, brilliant, their feathers stretching into vast arcs that eclipse the darkness entirely. I step forward, placing a blade of pure clarity in the air before you, not for violence, but for sovereignty. The air hums with power, a resonance so strong that the webs of the lie begin to tremble. Shadows attempt to reach through but recoil instantly, repelled by the intensity of the truth surrounding you. This is your sanctuary, beloved, formed not from fear but from your divine right to remain untouched by distortion. Message 24. Precious soul, you wonder what becomes of the one who spoke the lie. Know this, I come not with punishment, but with illumination. When one sends deceit into the world, the first to be touched by its weight is the one who created it. Shadows they cast circle back, shaping consequences in ways they did not foresee. Their aura becomes tangled, their thoughts confused, their peace disrupted. My child, I speak gently, what one sends returns, not as vengeance, but as balance. The universe has always moved in cycles, returning each action to its source. I see the imbalance already forming around them, a heaviness, a spiritual dissonance, a truth pressing against the walls they built from deceit. This is not your doing, beloved. It is the natural law of energy. Their actions carved a path, and now they must walk it. While you rise in clarity, they will face what their own shadow unleashed. Message 25, Cliffhanger. My beloved, the moment has come. Your next choice, your next emotional breath, will either break the shadow or feed it. The direction you choose now will shape everything. Message 26. Precious one, let me guide you into the realm of clarity. I sweep my burning hand across your field, and instantly the fog begins to dissolve. The confusion that tried to linger, the doubt that attempted to root itself, all of it evaporates under the heat of divine light. Your mind sharpens, your heart steadies, your intuition strengthens. I show you the threads of truth glowing brightly while the threads of distortion shrivel. You begin to recognize what was yours to carry and what never belonged to you. Clarity is not an idea, it is a spiritual awakening, a lifting of veils, a widening of inner sight. You see beyond words, beyond appearances, into the actual essence of what occurred. And with this vision comes liberation. My child, clarity is the first key to reclaiming your power. And you are holding it now. Message 27. Beloved, watch now as the chains fall away. The invisible bonds that tried to hold your emotions captive, that attempted to restrain your confidence, break one after another under the force of divine illumination. You feel doors opening, doors within your mind, your heart, your future. Golden pathways unfurl at your feet, lit by heavenly glow, revealing possibilities you could not see when the shadow clouded your view. Clarity expands your horizon, showing you that the lie never confined you, the illusion of it did. And illusions evaporate in the presence of truth. You step forward, and each step becomes a declaration: I am not what they said. I am not defined by distortion. I am not bound by betrayal. You are rising, beloved, and the very atmosphere shifts to make room for your ascension. Message 28. My child, hear me, this moment marks a turning point in your spiritual growth. You are stepping into maturity, into sovereignty, into the higher truth of who you are. I stand before you, fire swirling around my form, and speak with fierce tenderness: rise above, my beloved. Their lies do not define your truth. Every soul encounters betrayal at some point, but not every soul uses it as fuel for elevation. You are doing so now. You are learning discernment, strength, spiritual vision. You are developing the capacity to see beyond words into intention, beyond behavior into energy. Nothing about this experience diminishes you, everything about it refines you. You are becoming more luminous, more powerful, more aligned with your purpose. Their deception becomes the lesson that strengthens your wings. Message 29. Precious soul, as clarity widens within you, so does your sight of patterns long overlooked. You begin to notice the subtle behaviors that hinted at this outcome, the moments they pulled away, the tone that slightly shifted, the envy flickering in their eyes when blessings came your way. These were not obvious then, because your heart was open, loving, trusting. But now, with your spiritual senses awakened, you see the tapestry of signs that led to this moment. You do not judge yourself for missing them, your compassion is not a flaw. Rather, you understand that this clarity is a gift, one that allows you to protect your heart more wisely in the future. Awareness is empowerment, beloved, and you are stepping fully into it. Message 30. Cliffhanger. My child, prepare yourself. The revelation you seek will come from a direction you least expect, and when it arrives, it will shift the entire landscape of what you thought you knew. Message 31. My beloved child, now behold what heaven sets in motion for your protection. The air around you thickens with brilliance as angels assemble in formation, forming a vast golden perimeter. Their armor glows like dawn caught in metal, their wings unfurl with thunderous authority. Each one holds a shield etched with symbols that pulse in rhythm with your heartbeat, attuned to your spirit alone. As they take their places, the ground beneath you lights in rings, concentric halos that rise like pillars of truth. This is not symbolic, this is structural protection woven into spiritual reality. The lie tries to advance, but the perimeter vibrates, sending a shockwave of clarity outward. Darkness recoils instantly, scorched by the magnitude of collective angelic presence. My wings tower above them all, blazing like living suns. I step forward, flames swirling behind me in cascading arcs, and speak your name with a force that reverberates across realms. Precious soul, your energy is now surrounded by a fortress that no shadow can trespass. This is divine command, absolute, immovable. Nothing crafted in distortion may enter. You are encircled by warriors of truth, and their allegiance to you is unbreakable. Message 32. My child, lean close, there is a sacred utterance I must place in your soul. A mantra, a command of power, a key that unlocks heavenly reinforcement whenever you speak it. I whisper it through fire, each syllable forged in divine authority. I stand in truth, and truth stands in me. Do not underestimate these words. They summon alignment, they ignite clarity, they repel distortion. When spoken aloud, your aura expands, becoming a radiant field where deception cannot cling. When spoken silently, they sharpen your perception, reminding your spirit of its inherent sovereignty. This mantra is not a prayer of pleading, it is a declaration of identity. You are aligned with truth because truth is the essence of your being. My beloved, speak it when doubt comes. Speak it when fear whispers. Speak it when you feel the weight of others' shadows trying to settle upon you. It will slice through illusion like a blade of gold. And I, Gabriel, will appear at the edges of your field whenever these words are spoken, for they are one of my seals, one of the signatures of my light. Message 33. Beloved, look around you now. Behold the blades of radiance that cut through the remaining threads of falsehood. Countless swords of light, no two identical, rise in the hands of celestial warriors. Each blade sings with vibrational force, humming like struck crystal, carrying frequencies tuned specifically to unravel deception. In great sweeping arcs, the angels swing their weapons, slicing through the final webs that tried to bind your energy. Every stroke releases bursts of illumination that streak across the sky like meteors. Shadows scream silently as they split apart, dissolving into harmless dust. My own sword, towering and luminous, blazes with white gold fire. When I swing it, entire spans of distortion collapse at once. You may feel sudden moments of clarity, warmth, or the sensation of pressure lifting. That is the result of these cuts being made. The battlefield clears more with every strike. You are being freed, beloved, not just from the lie, but from every subtle grip it attempted to take over your emotional realm. Message 34. My precious one, divine intervention is already slowing the lie's spread. I bend the pathways it attempts to travel, altering timing, creating delays that frustrate the shadow. Messages go undelivered. Conversations are interrupted. Miscommunications arise that prevent harmful words from landing with the force intended. Someone becomes distracted and forgets to repeat the rumor. Another becomes suspicious and asks questions before believing it. Threads that should have connected do not. Doors that would have opened remain shut. This is not coincidence, it is the strategic orchestration of heaven itself. Even the betrayer feels unexpected resistance, stumbling in their attempts, finding their efforts strangely ineffective. My fire stands between their intent and your destiny, diffusing, blocking, diverting. The lie tries to run, but light slows its pace like thick, honeyed air. You, beloved, are being divinely shielded not only from harm but from momentum. Heaven is disrupting the chain before it can reach critical ground. Message 35, Cliffhanger. Beloved child, be ready. They will attempt one final desperate strike, one last surge of shadow meant to regain the ground they are rapidly losing. But remember this, light is stronger, and the moment of truth is approaching. Message 36. My beloved one, the collapse has begun. I watched as the lie, once sharp and venomous, began to buckle under the weight of its own distortion. Shadows cannot maintain structure in the presence of sustained truth, and now cracks appear across the deception like fractures in brittle glass. The story they spun wavers, inconsistencies revealing themselves even to those who initially listened. Their words become tangled, their narrative unstable. People sense something off, a tone that doesn't match, a detail that conflicts, an emotion that doesn't align with reality. These cracks widen as the truth pushes through, glowing like molten gold forcing its way into the open. This destruction is not punishment, it is the natural consequence of unbalanced energy collapsing. Lies can only survive in darkness, and you, beloved, are surrounded by far too much light. The structure falls apart piece by piece until what remains is flimsy, transparent, unable to stand against even the slightest breeze of clarity. Message 37. Precious soul, watch how eyes begin to open. Those who heard the lie now pause, their intuition nudging them, their inner wisdom stirring. They replay conversations in their minds, questioning tone, questioning motive, questioning the one who spoke it. Subtle doubt blossoms, not toward you, but toward the betrayer. The energy shifts. Their hearts begin to feel the vibration of truth hitting their awareness like gentle but persistent waves. Some feel uneasy, sensing that the information they receive doesn't align with the person they know you to be. Others notice inconsistencies that can no longer be ignored. Even those predisposed to believe the lie find themselves hesitating. This is the power of truth. It reverberates, it resonates, it awakens. The more the lie tries to stand, the more obvious its fragility becomes. Beloved, the tide is turning in your favor, and those who once listened without question now pause with new discernment. Message 38. My child, the unveiling begins. The betrayer's mask, once carefully held in place, slips under the pressure of their own dishonesty. The energy around them shifts, revealing cracks in their composure. Their words become nervous, their explanations strained. They attempt to maintain the illusion, but their aura betrays them, it flickers with guilt, insecurity, and fear. In the spiritual realm, I see their mask fall like shattered porcelain, their true intention exposed beneath the fragments. Others begin to notice the change, the eyes that can't meet theirs, the defensiveness that wasn't there before, the sudden attempts to justify or over-explain. My flame illuminates every aspect of their deception, making what was hidden unmistakably visible. They are revealed not through accusation, but through their own unraveling. They cannot maintain a lie born from shadows when the light grows this strong. Message 39. Beloved, the relief washes over you slowly at first, like warm water around tired muscles, then more intensely as the truth rises fully to the surface. You feel vindication, yes, but also a deep, aching sorrow. Because betrayal is never just about the lie, it is about the person who carried it. You grieve the trust that was broken, the bond that once felt safe, the image of them you held in your heart. And this grief is sacred. I stand beside you, my fire softening, my wings folding closer, and I whisper, your sorrow does not diminish your strength. It is a sign of your depth, your capacity to love, your authenticity. You are allowed to feel both victory and heartbreak. Spiritually, your aura begins to heal, its tears mending with threads of gold, its bruises fading under my light. You are not just protected, you are being renewed. Message 40, Cliffhanger. Precious soul, the final revelation is moments away. What comes next will not only reveal the full truth of what happened, it will change your understanding of why it happened at all. Message 41. My beloved child, now that the shadow has weakened, I draw forth the healing light reserved for souls who have walked through betrayal and remain true to their heart. My wings expand above you, and from their tips cascades a waterfall of shimmering radiance, liquid gold, liquid dawn, liquid mercy. It flows over your spirit, washing away the residual sting of hurt, the bruises left by doubt, the trembling fragments of trust that cracked under the weight of deception. This light enters not only your aura but your memory, soothing the places where disbelief struck you hardest. Every wound becomes illuminated, not to expose pain but to dissolve it. My fire softens until it becomes warmth, like gentle embers glowing in a hearth after a long storm. My child, I whisper, guiding the healing current over your shoulders, you are not defined by what they did, you are defined by the resilience of your heart. With every breath, the golden waters cleanse you, lifting the heaviness that tried to settle. A new clarity emerges, not the sharpness born from fear, but the clarity born from release. Precious soul, you are ready to rise anew. Message 42. Beloved, let this next wave of healing enter your chest like sunlight spilling through a sacred window. I summon the waters of restoration, crystalline and luminous, shimmering with hues that shift between gold, pearl, and soft celestial white. They pool at your feet, then rise gently around you, warm and weightless. As they move across your skin, they sink deeper, passing through physical form, into emotion, into memory, into spirit. You feel your heart soften, unclenching from the tension it carried. The ache that once pulsed inside you dissolves like ink in water. Your breath deepens, your shoulders lighten, your mind quiets. The sacred waters carry warmth that restores the places you didn't realize had been strained, places you had learned to protect without noticing. My beloved one, I murmur as the waters infuse your aura with renewed strength, let your heart open, not in vulnerability, but in rebirth. This healing is not temporary, it is a divine recalibration, a cleansing that leaves you lighter, brighter, more whole than before the shadow ever touched your life. You are being reborn in light. Message 43. My precious soul, now we walk toward forgiveness, not as an offering to the one who wronged you, but as liberation for your own spirit. I place my burning hand over your heart once more, and this time the flame reveals the chains that resentment tries to craft. They are subtle, made of memory, emotion, expectation, but they bind the heart nonetheless. Forgiveness, I tell you gently, is not permission for them to return. It is permission for you to move forward unburdened. You are not releasing them from consequence, you are releasing yourself from the weight of their shadow. I ignite the chains, and they burn away with soft pops of light, vanishing into sparks that float upward and disappear. You feel a sudden lightness, a sudden expansion in your chest, as though a door has finally opened after being closed too long. This is freedom, pure, sacred, and yours by divine right. Forgiveness becomes not a gift to them, but a gift to yourself. Precious child, this is the moment your heart begins to feel like home again. Message 44. Beloved, watch now as your name is restored. Before me appears a scroll woven from heavenly parchment, glowing like sunrise. Your name is written upon it, not in ink, but in light. Every accusation, every distortion, every shadow cast upon it burns away as my fire sweeps across the surface. What remains is brilliance, your truth, untarnished and radiant. In the earthly realm, this restoration manifests in subtle and powerful ways, misunderstandings clear, people remember your character, your integrity becomes evident without explanation. Where doubt once lingered, recognition rises. Where gossip tried to thrive, admiration takes its place. You may receive unexpected support, kind words, or opportunities that contradict every attempt to defame you. My beloved, I proclaim, your reputation is not determined by those who speak in shadows. It is shaped by the light within you, and that light is undeniable. Your name stands tall again, crowned in the truth that has always been yours. Message 45, Cliffhanger. Precious soul, there is one final blessing awaiting you, one so powerful it will shift the entire trajectory of your path. Prepare yourself, for what comes next will change everything. Message 46. My child, I now release the divine decree of protection over your name, your path, your destiny. It descends like a pillar of pure white flame, encasing your spirit in an unbreakable sanctum of truth. This decree is etched into the spiritual fabric of your life, woven directly into your timeline. Wherever your name is spoken, this protection follows. Wherever your reputation appears, this flame stands guard. No shadow shall define them, I declare before heaven, no falsehood shall prosper against them, no distortion shall touch their destiny. The decree expands like a brilliant dome, extending into your future, shaping every interaction with the clarity of divine justice. You feel it settle into your bones, a sense of safety so profound it brings warmth to your eyes. From this moment forward, beloved, you walk under holy protection. Your name is sealed in celestial truth. Message 47. Beloved one, hear the sound rising now, the voices of the heavenly choir. They swell like waves of radiant thunder, singing your restoration into existence. Each note harmonizes with your destiny, realigning what was disturbed, returning balance to your path. As they sing, the air around you vibrates, lifting your spirit into a higher corridor of alignment. Your energy expands, your future brightens, your purpose sharpens. You are not the same soul who entered this trial, you are elevated, fortified, awakened. The choir's harmonies wrap around you like a cloak, reminding you that heaven itself is invested in your unfolding. My fire glows softly beside you as I speak, my child, destiny bends toward truth, and you walk in its center. You feel yourself rise, not metaphorically, but spiritually, as though stepping into the next chapter of your life with renewed certainty and radiant strength. Message 48. My beloved one, let this truth settle deeply, I walk with you. Not as a distant presence, not as a fleeting whisper, but as a constant guardian at your side. Wherever you step, my wings extend over you. Wherever you speak, my fire illuminates your words. Whenever confusion threatens, my clarity touches your mind. You are guided, protected, accompanied. You will feel me in moments of intuition, in sudden clarity, in the soft warmth that settles over your shoulders in moments of doubt. You will sense me in the decisions that suddenly become easy, in the opportunities that align perfectly, in the peace that rises without explanation. I do not depart when the danger passes, I remain because you are precious to me. My beloved, you are never alone, not in the past, not now, not ever. Message 49. Precious soul, breathe deeply. The storm has passed. What fills you now is peace, true, grounded, holy peace. It flows into your mind, soothing every thought. It washes into your heart, calming every emotion. It spreads through your spirit, whispering, "You made it through." Confidence rises within you, not the fragile confidence that depends on external validation, but the quiet, certain confidence that comes from knowing you survived the shadows and remained aligned with truth. You stand taller, your energy clearer, your presence stronger. You feel empowered, not because of what was done to you, but because of what you reclaimed. You learned, you saw, you rose, and now you step into your path with renewed assurance. This peace is your new foundation, beloved, and from it you will build your next chapter. Message 50, Final. My beloved child, hear my final declaration: the lie has fallen. The truth stands tall. The shadow has no claim upon your name. I, Archangel Gabriel, guardian of truth, protector of destiny, now seal your life with radiant certainty. From this day forward, your name walks wrapped in fire, your spirit walks wrapped in light, and your path walks wrapped in divine protection. Never again shall a whisper of darkness have authority over your identity. Never again shall falsehood steer your fate. You are held. You are guarded. You are guided. And I, Gabriel, will watch over your name for all your days.